John Dilworth here, scene 44. So we're on here, and it's on Jim. He's reacting from Jane's sudden weirdness. Well, not sudden really, because if you know the story, he's got a relationship thing going on. Now, I want to do something. We're going to lay this out. It's good that we have this little scene. It's not little, it's very emotional. It's an emotional scene. But I want to make sure that Jim's on model. So you could see how it deviates. We got to put it back on model. So Jim is here. Now there's going to be some, before I begin this action, this scene, I got to be careful to know exactly where things are happening and what needs to happen. So he's got to bring that door. He's going to close this door. There is a door here, so I'm just going to do a rough layout. Let's say there's the edge of the door here, and that's the door frame. And let me see what happens. Yeah, and here's this. We'll put this on the other door. And the hallway, well, the hallway will just be color. We don't have to deal with it. And, you know, it also could be fun in terms of givens, is a door hinge. So it looks like this. And that'll tell us that that's a door right away. I mean, I'll clean this up, of course, but that's just something. And then a door frame here. So this will be color. Right, and the door frame on the other side is missing, is blocked, and this will be the door. So this is a door. And this is 44. Okay, so now we have Jim. Jim. Now Jim has just seen this horrible thing going on with his mate. So his expression is going to be not happy. And let's see if we can get an expression. He's got to pull. I want him pulled back a little bit. I'm always looking at the model, making sure that we're on. Trying to, I haven't done this yet, but there's construction on models. I haven't done it, but I'm going to have to because, we're taking on animators, and I want them to be able to draw this stuff without going bananas themselves, And he's got to be so super sad this is happening. So every full moon, you know what I mean? Every full moon. And here's his nose. And it's a shame. It's a shame. But what can you do when you are the way you are? There are some conditions one can improve, right? But if you're a beast, if you're a monster, what are you going to do? You're going to have to turn into a monster. You have to get it through. You have to work it through. And here's his neck. I just want to get a pose. Yeah. He's not certain. It's always a shock. You live with somebody, you know what's happening. You've seen it before, but every time it happens, it's a bloody shock. So that's his shirt. I want to make sure. His neck is a little skinnier. Yeah, I don't know what that is, really. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I like that line, the way it cuts this one. And his shoulders up here. And a little thing like that. And then we have this, of course, not of course, I don't know why I say of course. But his hair comes down over his eye. I'm always looking at this. And then he's got this big piece. But I figured out that he's got there's a cap, with the hair. It's sort of like that, so I can do this in perspective. And I'm always trying to find ways to make the drawing easy. You know, so this thing comes down like this. And if it's too big, we can always give it a haircut. So this gives us an eyebrow, which is good. And I guess this is what you call a good layout. We're keeping things clear and pretty much on model. So we have these 3 hairs and this one down here. And then he's got this little cowlick back here. And he's looking pretty, yeah. And off camera, you hear Jane going monster, howling like a beast. And he's, we could also make his eyes bigger, wider. Because it is a thing to see. And this is back of his hair. We know he has a thing here, right by the ear, and that's in perspective. So there's Jim. Okay, so we did this. That was fun. Yeah, that will work. That will work. And I'll go ahead and I'll clean this up. So that could be position. That could be pose A. And what do we do to keep this thing alive? He could back up a little bit. Now the thing is, we had so much animation in the last one. He could just he could just go back a little bit. And his shoulder moves up a little. And this arm. It's just a little move. A little move. And then, yeah, we have the sheets. So he's at there. He's got, what, a second? He's got 5, 10, 15. No, wait. How much time does he have? 5, 10, 15. 20. That's odd. That's a strange time. A strange time. Yeah. I almost did a gasp. And his eyes could even get even bigger. This type of thing. We have to act. Animation, acting. We got to act. My shoulder's still bugging me. Well, what are we going to do? What we cannot cure, we must endure. Including bad drawing. So I had drawing class today. Oh my goodness. I'm drawing with my left hand, right? I mean, live drawings, not animation. Animation we just do with our right. And if your mind, I felt my mind wasn't connected today. It's hard to concentrate, and my lines were showing that lack of concentration. Mind is distracted. That's how connected we are to everything else in our body. It all comes out somehow. Somewhere. Somewhere we've been. Yeah. I'm just going to do this pose like that. He just goes, and this is his cowlick, right? And we could do this. Now, he goes back like this, and his hair could animate. Let's look at Jim's hair for a second. So there is a little space there, so we want that in perspective. Now this looks all messy, but I don't want you to worry. Because Johnny's on it. Johnny knows what he's doing. He'll clean this up. Yeah, there it is. Oopsies, that's right on the edge of the camera, of the cutoff. So let's just go all the way. Let's send it off. Yeah, look at that. That looks all right. Let me just tighten this, get this perspective right here. And that's pose B. This is A, this is B. So actually, you can give this to an animator. And, oh, should I do that? Maybe I'll just clean this up and give it to an animator. And that could work. That could work out. I think I'll do that. Give myself a break, because the next scene is going to be the hallway. He goes into the hallway, and that I got to do. Maybe. It's like that. All the locks and everything. That could be something. All right, so that's how it is. I think that, the only thing I don't like is his eyes. Focus. Should be a little further down, because there it is. There it is. And then I'll add all the shadows. Yeah, so it's scary. And that is how we start scene 44. And until next time, stay very animated.